Hey everyone, today I got for you another 3v3 on Alvarez. What makes this one unique is everyone was speaking a different language, so I had no idea what was going on. And I want to show you this one. I thought this was pretty good. So this is me here as Dark Eldar. And as you can tell from the loading screen, a lot of people picked random. This was mostly a random faction fight. I think everyone picked random because it was funny. But yeah, this was like a casual, everyone picked random funny thing. But I think this is actually a pretty solid replay. Now, because everyone spoke a different language from me, there was no real communication, and I just had to like figure stuff out. And yeah, I'll go ahead and introduce the players. I'm not gonna say their names because I'm just gonna butcher them. But you got Dark Eldar as me. I'm just not gonna say their names because I'm just gonna butcher them. So Space Marine, Necron. This Space Marine ends up, I'll tell you guys now, this Space Marine ends up top scoring. So you'll see a really good fight from him. Usually Space Marines don't top score because a lot of people think they're average. So this guy is playing an average faction and top scoring, which is actually really hard to pull off. So good for him. Sister of Battle, Imperial Guard, and Orcs. No, I think this Imperial Guard guy spoke a little bit of English. I think he did both English and the other language. I'm not sure exactly what language they were speaking, but it was one I couldn't understand. But this guy here spoke a little bit of English. So I'll tell you guys what's going to happen, because it will get pretty crazy here in a second. It goes off to it starts off pretty crazy. So me, I play I decided to go full close range because I figured Dark Eldar had the best close range units. So I just go full close range in my build order. I do a full close range fight kind of style. Space Marine does fast Grey Knights, which is pretty good against Necrons and Imperial Guard. I seen fast Grey Knights do really well against Guard. Necrons just goes straight for Monolith, which is kind of boring. It's kind of a boring playstyle to go straight for your best unit, but whatever. This guy had no defenses at all, so for 10 minutes it could have been stopped. Like for the first 10 minutes, anyone could have showed up and blew this building up, and it would have been game over. So it is a boring playstyle, I think, to go straight for your best unit. But at the same time, he had no defenses at all. 0 defenses. So, and a lot of people should know by now that you should take out Necrons first, but they didn't. And Alvarez is considered a Necron map. I think Necrons has an advantage on this map, and a lot of people should know that by now. Orcs does, I think Orcs does a little bit of everything. So this Orc player is fun to watch. Got some variety. I don't think he does Storm Boys though. And I don't think he does Tank Busters either. But he does do vehicles. I think this Orc guy is pretty fun to watch. He does a little bit of everything. Guard does a lot of turrets. Does a little bit of turret spamming. So you'll see that. And then you'll see some artillery. So So you'll see some guard with turrets and artillery. Not a bad player at all. I think his buildings... He put his buildings in weird spots. That's my only issue. This guy puts his buildings in really weird areas. Sister of Battle. Sister of Battle does fast Celestians, which is... I think fast Celestians actually counters fast Monolith. But you'll see here, you'll see the replay. And fast Celestians also counter fast Grey Knights. So this fast Celestian build order counters a lot of things in the game. It also counters fast vehicles if anyone does a fast vehicle. So for the first like 10 minutes, because of this sister player, vehicles are just not allowed. So you'll see all our vehicles get destroyed, and we learn not to make them anymore. So the sister player, if you guys want to see vehicles, the sister player put a big note to that. And yeah, I guess that's it. Not much more I can talk about. I want to say this was done. I want to say this was done yesterday, and this was during like 4 p.m. pretty early in the day. I would say like 4 or 5 p.m. And usually you see these kind of foreign people during the AM hours because of the time zones. But I actually fought these guys around like 4 p.m. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm not sure if there's much more I can add here, so I guess I'll go ahead and start. And so me, I think I play alright, nothing fancy. Space Marine guy really just he doesn't do much until like the 12th minute. So for Space Marines, he doesn't do anything fancy until about the 12th minute, give or take, and then he goes off and does a lot of crazy stuff. And then Necrons just go straight for their best unit, so you won't see any action from over here. He does help out though. He sends his warriors over. He does fight. He does help out. So you know, and he was pressing buttons the whole game. I'll give this Necron guy this. He was pressing buttons like the entire game, start to finish. So good for him. All right. Here we go. I'm going to start the replay, and I think that's going to be it for the intro. Oh, I do want to mention one thing. This is unrelated. My card shop video is doing well, and I was thinking of making a series on that. And it's getting about 5 views per day, which is a lot better than my normal videos. And I'm thinking of making a card shop series. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I'd just be opening up packs and selling the cards and doing that over and over again. I also thought about doing some farming videos because I recently got into the farming genre, and I've been playing like Stardew Valley. I've been playing Stardew Valley. I can't say it. It's a tongue twister. Stardew, whatever. I've been getting into the 8-bit farming genre, which is actually a lot bigger and more popular than I thought. So there's a lot of 8-bit farming games out there, and I thought about making a series off that. It would just be me buying and selling plants, watering them, mining, chopping down trees, and maybe making a barn, taking the wood, make a barn out of it, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. The farming game I'm playing now has a dragon in it, so if you guys like dragons, I can do something like that. If you guys want to see like dragon farming gameplay, let me know. If you guys want to see me open up and sell cards, let me know. And after that, I think that's it. Those are my only 2 ideas I got right now. And yeah, this is a replay. Hopefully you like it. So I was confused for most of this replay. I had no idea what was going on, and the different language kind of spooked me. We didn't talk before the game started, so I had no idea. No one was talking before the game started. So this came to a surprise for me. I had no idea about the different language thing. So I was just confused from start to finish. So my gameplay is not the best. And I did get Dark Eldar through random. These are not my normal colors. I got Dark Eldar through by random. My normal colors are red. So, alright, I think that's going to be it for the intro. Let me know if you guys are interested in those video series. And here we go. Space Marine does some pretty cool stuff. I might focus on them. And Sister of Battle had a pretty cool build order, so I might focus on them too. Can you guys hear it? I hear the sounds in my head and go, oh yeah, there's sound. Okay, I think I do have the sound on. Okay. I'll try to edit that out later on if I can. It's gonna take me a while to edit because the video has to come up first before I can edit. The video has to be released and then I can, you know, edit it later. So you can see here I'm making the generators, and I did the map in my head. So Necron generators here. This builder has a special ability where I just have to touch the buildings, and that's it. If I touch the buildings, they'll go up. And I think it was 4 minutes. At 4 minutes, Necrons has plus 80, which is pretty insane if you think about it. I just uploaded a 1v1 video, and the Necron guy had plus 80 at around 10 minutes. So this guy has plus 80 at around 4 minutes. And in a real 1v1, it was around 10 minutes. So pretty big, I would say pretty big difference. I don't think anyone can beat this kind of economy. Plus 80 at 4 minutes is pretty crazy. And again, these guys spoke a different language, so I had no like teamwork. I couldn't talk to them. Like, I had no idea what was going on. Here I do a turret. This turret is like anti-guard. This building here will drain their morale. And guard has like no morale. So this is an anti-guard building. I didn't want to get harassed. And also this kind of slows down. I didn't make a generator because I was scared of Tau. I was terrified of Tau destroying my generators. He's already got a listening post upgraded, which usually you don't do that early. Oh yeah, this orc guy does double generator opening. I should mention that. So this orc guy has 2 generators, which you don't see too often. It's pretty unique. So again, I do a full close range setup. I upgrade all my close range units. If you guys are wondering, I fixed the sound by unplugging my audio and plugging it back in. That's all I had to do to fix it. Guard and sisters working together. This is kind of like from the books. Guard and sisters work together in the books, and orcs. There's a section of orcs where they want to be hired by people, by humans. Now orcs hate everyone but themselves, but if you have money, they'll get hired. So this is actually a fight from the books. Guard, sister orcs. If you guys don't know, there's a section of orcs that want to be hired by humans, and they go around doing whatever, get paid for. This is a pretty cool fight. Everyone has their commander out. And this is why I told you all that stuff in the intro, because it gets hard to keep track of. Like, can you guys keep track of this? So the big mech is in the yellow. I think Canis is in the yellow. Command squad is almost dead. Command squad decided to fight these warriors, which was a bad idea. This commander is in the red. Force commander is in the red. Necron Lord will be coming out later on. So right now I have plus 56 economy, and Necron's has like plus 90, which is pretty insane if you think about it. So yeah, I go full like mandrakes. Mandrakes actually destroy buildings pretty quick. So if I can get my mandrakes going, I can actually destroy these buildings pretty fast. I thought command squad got killed by the Necron warriors, but there they are. I don't know if this is a new command squad or I don't know. I kind of lost track, to be honest. This infantry command slowed down the game by a lot. I think I killed some of the builders. I think I killed a few missionaries. And this guy does the faith heal like 5 times. He does this faith heal. There's the first one. He does it like 10 times this game. So you'll see the faith heal a lot. And here I get triple teamed, which isn't fun. So you got orcs teleporting up here. Well, actually, I think they used their teleport. So I guess they walked up here. So you got orcs, sisters, upgraded sisters, command squad. I just got triple team right there. I try to take out this building. I try to pressure sisters. And now I know they're fast teching. So if I would have pressured them earlier, I think it would have worked. I mean, you can see all these dead bodies here. There's another heal. So this guy just loves healing. If I would have killed the Canoness, the faith income would have been a lot lower. They would have a lot less faith. I think Celestians have Terminator armor, so you can see them taking all this damage. They're taking damage from over here, they're taking damage from over here, and they're still alive. So that Terminator armor is pretty crazy. And you can see these blue lasers. These blue lasers mean no vehicles for you. 2 squads of shooter boys. I see a big shooter in that guy's hand. So he does like a fast big shooter. Chaplain with Grey Knights. Canoness uses the blind ability. This guy has faith for days. He used the heal and a blind. That's like 50 faith. And I don't know how he was able to use both, because he only has two buildings upgraded with faith. So I'm not even sure how he can do the blind. But it's whatever. Here I lose my whole army. I was trying to slow down this, whatever you want to call it. Another heal. This guy has like infinite faith. Usually you get a heal once you must have that one upgrade where if one girl dies you get your faith back. Because this guy is just spamming heals. Usually you get a heal every like minute, not every second. I think he has that one upgrade where if one girl dies you get your faith back. 8-minute Pariah. I'm not sure why they focused this squad down and not finished. They could have finished off Space Marine. I think that would have been smarter. And Space Marine you can see is level 3. Here's a priest, just a random priest, and you'll see another priest in this. There's 2 priests in this Chimera. I don't have any anti-vehicle, so that Chimera can do whatever it wants. And you can see this fast Celestian build order. And what's funny is he only has like 1 generator, so I'm not sure how he's affording all this. There's another heal. This guy is just spamming heals, which I don't get. Even if you have 5 buildings with faith upgrades, it still takes a long time to get the heal upgrade. I'm not sure how you're spamming heals like this. So you'll see here, there's 2 priests trying to take out this slag, but I protect it. I kind of have an anti-Imperial Guard build order, so I'm trying to go full anti-guard. Now I did lose my army, so it's going to take me a minute to recover. My army right now is kind of nothing. So Necrons has a slag, so I think they're at plus 110 or so. I think they're at plus 110 or plus 120. Necron's economy is just skyrocketed. And that Pariah squad went over here and died. It was like 5 squads of people. So the Pariahs went down instantly. Again, I'm not sure why every player focused down the Pariah squad instead of finishing off Space Marines. They honestly could have finished off Space Marines. And you'll see in a minute here that Space Marines top scored. So leaving Space Marine alive was a weird idea. Here's a monolith, and like I said, this guy has no defense whatsoever. So I think this is kind of fair. They could have killed Necrons at the start of the game. Heavy weapon team, upgraded turret. This upgraded turret makes no sense, as no vehicle was over here. So I'm not even sure why this upgraded turret is here. I guess for detection. That's my guess. Maybe detection. But yeah, no one has vehicles. I'm not sure why it's upgraded. Couldn't tell you. The Chimera and the 3 priests. There's 2 priests here and 1 priest here, and that was a fail. They also have 2 basilisks. So this guard, this is a pretty expensive tier 2. There's a Necron Lord there. With plus 110 income, he can get all the upgrades and everything. And this HQ is just going to spam out units because of the economy. Here's some flash gits. Pretty strong unit. Screams of the Dam being activated. I got 2 commanders now. I'm getting the commander upgrades now, so they're not done yet. This is what I meant by it gets hard to keep track of what's going on. So Scourges, these 2 squads of Scourges is like my only army. I made Scourges to counter the Basilisks. Necron stun. That's the, was it the Lord Destroyer? Yeah, Lord Destroyer. Lord Destroyer stun. So these girls are taking no damage, but in exchange they can't move. But as of right now, they're taking 0 damage. Caskins, 12-minute Caskins, that's pretty good. And 12-minute flash kits, that's pretty good too. You can see here that this missile, that's a bomber. This missile's from the Orc bomber. And you can see all these dead bodies. Look at all these dead bodies. Look at all that. Each one is a dead body. It's pretty crazy. All this purple stuff is a dead body. This Sister of Battle player almost took down the monolith. It was in the yellow. You can see it getting fixed. But this monolith was in the yellow. So this Celestian build order was a good idea. It almost paid off. But now Necrons is making units faster than anyone else, so it's hard to keep up with this. Necron units are not the best, but because he's spamming it non-stop, it's hard to deal with. Here's a Baneblade. This Baneblade is actually impressive because he had this very expensive tier 2. So it's actually impressive that he got tier 4. And 13-minute tier 4 is great. Kaskin's shooting the Wraith. The Wraith is taking like no damage. The Wraith is like bulletproof. These Celestians are still alive somehow. They're being blasted for like they've been getting blasted this whole time. So I'm surprised these Celestians are alive. The Baneblade building went down. Space Marine ability. Fast tier 3 with Space Marines is a good idea, because you can just do this blast ability and destroy whatever is going on. Now at this point, Guard really needs the Assassin. You need Assassin to counter Space Marine. And Assassin also hurts Destroyers. I think Destroyers count as commanders. So the Assassin actually works on these Destroyer vehicles. And then you got Space Marine. Space Marine attacks Sisters. So I feel bad for the Sister player. This is a really strong build order. But this is a very, very strong build order. I think the Sister player did really well. But Sisters kind of got triple team. And he even writes it right here. I can't read this, but I know it means he's getting triple team. So I feel bad for the Sister player. We all three of us, we focused it down. We focused this player down. Wraith decap this point. Wraith's gonna decap the relic, so no Baneblade. These decaps are painful, very painful. And these Kaskins came and hurt the Wraiths. The Wraiths are like bulletproof, so these Kaskins are doing 0 damage to this Wraith, and they're also doing 0 damage to these Destroyers. So these Kaskins are actually doing nothing, which is crazy because Kaskins can kill Terminators no problem. Kaskins can kill Terminators in an instant, but they can't kill these Necrons. I help out Space Marines. I got the commander upgrades now. I got the Malediction and the Poison Dart. I also used the slowdown ability from Homunculus to stop the orcs. There was this big orc fight here, and I used the slowdown ability, the Pain Scepter thing. Basilisk, I think the Basilisk got deleted. Very smart from the Guard player. He seems very familiar with this matchup. He's very familiar with Necrons. Without the Baneblade, I don't know if there's much he can do. But yeah, as you can see from this replay, it was hard to keep track of everything. It was pretty crazy. And my army died like 5 times. So I pretty much had nothing the whole game. And you can see Space Marines just going off. You can see they're just going crazy right now. Assault Terminators are probably one of the best units in the game. And they're just going around killing everything. This is the free... There's the Poison Dart ability. There's the free Orcs. I think he has a free Orc upgrade. This means Orc is tier 4. I think he does make a Squiggoth, so he's got the other relic. Man, that's a lot of Wraiths. You Wraith spam. I think the War Boss actually kills the Wraith in like 2 hits. So I think the War Boss can actually kill all these Wraiths, no problem. The problem is Wraiths do bonus damage to commanders. So I think the war boss kills these wraiths in 2 hits, but at the same time they do bonus damage to commanders. Nice priest. I like this priest spam. I got a message. I don't know if that shows up on video. I got a Steam message. So I got 2 commanders fighting this orc army, and these free boys, these free sluggo boys, actually, I find a hard time dealing with. There's my torture ability, so I'm slowing them down. I'm actually struggling against these free units, and they also destroyed a monolith. There was a monolith right here. I don't know if you guys seen it, but these orcs actually destroyed a monolith. There's a predator. Predator's upgraded. A lot of teleporting going on. Land Raider over here. There's gonna be a squig up here in a second. I think the war boss died. I capture these points. This Lehman Russ got stolen. There's actually so much going on that I can't capture it all. Yeah, stolen Lehman Russ. Tomb Spider doing its thing. Tomb Spider making free units. Space Marines mowing down free orcs. Upgraded banners. Squigif is going down, I think. Looks like the Squigif is stuck. Yeah, I think the Squigif is stuck. You can use the... You should use the Squigif ability. The charge. Or the big stomp. That would have been smart. Space Marines taking down these banners. They can take down these banners, no problem. Guard. I think this is Guard's only building. So Guard's still alive. New squad of Caskins. Guard getting slaughtered. What's funny is orcs actually quit when the Squigif died. So orcs died before Guard did. Guard actually outlasted orcs. And there you go. That's the end of the replay. There was so much going on that I barely could cover it all. I missed out on a bunch of fights. I missed out on the monolith getting destroyed over here. It wasn't upgraded or anything. It was just a normal monolith. But yeah, orcs destroyed a monolith. Space Marine tier 4. Me, I'm slowly hitting tier 4. I'm getting my tier 3 stuff going now. I'm close to tier 4. If I have 100 more points, I can go tier 4. Oh, one thing I want to mention is what is it? Necrons? Yeah, Necrons. They actually help me with my buildings. So these buildings take forever to put up, and Necrons use this builder to speed up the process. So I bought these buildings using my points, and then Necrons came along and sped up the build speed. So all my buildings went up like instantly, which is pretty crazy. Oh, another thing I want to mention is Necrons took this slag. So Necrons has double slag, which is pretty crazy. And I think he built this slag while getting shot at, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. I captured Sister of Battle points. I got Sister of Battle's area. So you'll see there. I make another HQ because I was floating. I was floating a lot. I think I had 1,000 income. I was just floating like really hard. I could have made Warp Beasts. I had Warp Beasts unlocked. But Warp Beasts are terrible against Guard. So I skipped it. Oh, you can see the Nightbringer here. The Nightbringer kills the Squigif no problem. I think the Nightbringer solos the Squigif. you got the Land Raider doing this forward shooting and backward shooting. That's pretty cool. You see that? Shooting forwards and backwards at the same time. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Whirlwind. Whirlwind's pretty cool. Stolen artillery. New squad of pariahs. So yeah, I think everyone did well, except for maybe me. My army died like 10 times. Sister player played extremely well. I still don't understand how they were able to heal so many times. They healed like every minute, which if you watch my sister gameplay videos, I never did that. I never healed every minute. And the missionaries have a cooldown. There's an ability cooldown. So I don't know if it's a different missionary or I don't really get it. You can't spam the heal because there's a cooldown. So I don't know what happened there. Nice forward turret. This Necron guy was on a roll. He was pressing buttons the whole game. Alright, so I'll just show you the economy. Somehow Space Marines actually had the highest economy, which I don't really get because they lost this building here. They were a listening post. But somehow Space Marines had a better economy than me. So Necrons had plus 195 income, and that's probably not even max. You can make 2 more monoliths, and each monolith has plus 10 generators. I think the max you can have is 30 generators. So this is a third of what you can have. So you can probably have around plus, I think the max is like plus 400, maybe plus 500. If you make 2 more monoliths and then make 20 generators, each generator being like plus 20 because of the upgrade, I think the max is like plus 400. So yeah, Necron's a plus 195, which is pretty crazy. I think even in story mode where you can do whatever you want, I never had plus 195. Even in story mode where... In story mode, the AI kind of gave up, and I was allowed to do whatever I wanted. And even with complete freedom, I never had this much income. So Necron's income is crazy. Also, really big fan of this core right here. I'm a big fan of this core right here, because you can use it as a teleport. So Necrons can teleport to Space Marines if they need to. I had to put my buildings here. I put these 2 buildings here because they didn't fit. I was spamming the click button, like, and you see this? Necrons built in my area. Space Marines built in my area. I don't know why Space Marines built in my area. That was kind of weird. Then you have these buildings in my area. So apparently there's just a huge party. There's Space Marines here, there's Necrons here. There's just a huge party going on at my place. I guess my place is very popular. You see all this stuff going on. And I think you saw all those souls. There was a ton of souls. So there was a lot of deaths in this replay. But yeah, hopefully you like that one. There was actually so much going on that I couldn't cover it all. So that's why I did that long intro to try to explain what was going to happen, because it's hard to keep track of. And yeah, I guess I'll show you the end screen. I wasn't maxed out. My economy wasn't good enough. Space Marine, I don't think he was maxed out either. Yeah, Space Marines could have, but Necrons was most likely maxed out. So I think I did get all the commander upgrades. I went full commander on this one. So you'll see my commander has 1900 health. Yeah, so the Archon doesn't start out with 1900 health. It's upgraded. And yeah, let's see if I think yeah, Space Marine got the commander upgrades too. Pretty sure. And yeah. Guess that's it. I'll show you the end screen. So Space Marines destroyed basically every building and killed all the orcs, and you got a lot of points for that. The free orcs, basically the free orcs was just free points. So Space Marines got a lot of points for that. They also basically soloed Sisters. So, but Sisters got, you know, they got blown away by the monolith. So they got blown away by the monolith, and then Space Marines took them out. Necrons, wow. You can see here the difference. Necrons had almost triple, no. Yeah, Necrons had almost triple my economy, which is pretty crazy. So, plus 190 income is definitely a lot better than what I had. Necrons had like triple my money. Let's see. Somehow, yeah, so Sister Battle actually had the worst economy, but they had the pretty strong army, which I don't really get. And I think Sister Battle was upgraded too. I don't understand how you can afford all that with 7,000 income, 7,000 resources. Celestians are not cheap, like at all. So I'm not even sure how Sister of Battle was able to afford everything. This Sister of Battle player is kind of suspicious, to be honest. Between the healing and being able to afford what they did, it's kind of suspicious, to be honest. And Guard went tier 4 after a very expensive tier 2, which is kind of suspicious too. Usually after a very expensive tier 2, you can't go straight to tier 4. You saw me struggle making a new army after my army got killed. My army died and I had a really hard time making a new one. So them going straight to tier 4 is kind of weird. For orcs, I would say for orcs it makes sense. Orcs didn't lose much. So orcs having what they had, I think that makes sense. I don't think this orc player is suspicious. Here's all the kill deaths. I had 49 kills. I think I destroyed some vehicles too. I think I destroyed the one basilisk. Space Marine got the highest amount of kills. So I think the monolith softened everybody up, and then Space Marine got the final hit. So this 126 number is kind of a lie. So the monolith, I think the monolith did kill everybody on the screen. So the monolith hit someone, they were in the red, and then the Terminators, all they had to do was look at them, and they would die. So the Terminators got the final hit. And then you have Necrons. Necrons has 85 kills. Pretty good. And it looks like Sister of Battle had the most kills, even with getting hurt all the time and healing all the time. Sister of Battle actually had the most kills, and Sister of Battle was actually the first one to go down. So seeing them with the most kills is pretty crazy. And I guess that's it. I don't know if there's much more I can add there. Hopefully you liked it. I know there's a lot going on. I wasn't able to capture everything. And yeah, I bet there's a million things I missed. But hopefully you like this one. And Yeah, I'll try to edit out that missing sound part. That was kind of embarrassing, but yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's it for this video. Yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.